Here we go. We're firing up. It's strange to believe that we've done probably 40 or 50 of these live sessions, and this is the only time we've actually ever been in person to do it. I'm here today with Tom Eggers, Marketing Director of the Covert Bee Cave stores. Tom, thank you for having us.
Thank you for coming.
So we'll give everybody another minute or so here to stream in. We have a raucous agenda today. The trade pending crew is here with the team. We've done some training, we've done some video shoot, and Tom has been very gracious with his time and his team's time. And we'll actually be at the DMSC conference in a few days.
Absolutely.
And you're just coming there to learn. You're
I'm
not
just coming to learn.
okay. So if you learn anything from Tom and you're coming to that show, you can approach him there. He's friendly and talkative, and so he's nice. He's been nice to us. All right, let's kick this thing off. Let's get it going. Tom, tell us about yourself. How did you end up in automotive?
After I got out of the Army, I returned home and started selling advertising, print publications. I know I'm aging myself, but
Mm-hmm.
selling automotive advertising to car dealers. And it evolved from that to selling cars and working my way up through things. And here we are 25 years later.
Here we are. What falls under your umbrella right now? What do you do here?
Uh, Depends on the day. No, I'm responsible for the marketing. So a majority of our marketing is digital, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I coordinate that, create strategies, and work with all of our partners and deploy all of our marketing to drive traffic to our showrooms, to our websites, to our showrooms, to our phones.
Mm-hmm. And how do you think about allocating that mix today in terms of digital versus traditional versus maybe more recent type of digital like OTT? Where's your brain on that?
I would say that probably our media mix from digital to traditional is probably 80 to 90% digital to, 20 to 10%,
Okay.
depending on whether there's UT football going on.
Right.
It depends, but anywhere from 10 to 20% of traditional.
Got it. And the UT football reference, we are just outside of Austin, Texas here, for those who don't know where Bee Cave is. Wonderful. Let's move on here. So, Covert Bee Cave, tell us about the rooftops you have here and they're relatively new. Tell us about the growth story.
Sure, absolutely. So Covert has been here in this Austin community for a few years, since 1909.
It's a few.
A few. Built, and these three stores here in Bee Cave. So we've got a Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram store, we've got a Cadillac store, and we have a Buick GMC store. These were built from the ground up just at 2 years ago. So we just made 2 years and adding to the close to a dozen other franchise stores that the Covert family has.
And how much of the growth, and you can take all the credit here, is attributable to the marketing sales org that you help lead here versus location? How do you think about that?
Uh, we have experienced a tremendous amount of growth since I've been here at a year and a half now, and it's sure I've done some marketing, but it's the incredible team that we have here,
Right.
starting from our owner down. We built an incredible team here, and we all work together for the accomplish the same thing, and that's serve our customers. And there hasn't been dealerships out here in Bee Cave, Texas, uh, but there's been a need. And so we've been able to grow substantially in the short period of time that we have, because there's been a significant need here for
Hmm.
us.
And we've seen that play out here in person here today. Tom's been actually out greeting customers or someone's standing there and doesn't know what's happening. We've seen employees just picking up little bits of trash off the ground. You can tell that there's really a customer first, a customer service mindset here. Anything else driving the growth that
Uh, uh, it's like I said, it's our marketing that we have in place. We have a very aggressive marketing opportunity, so that's great. We got a great team behind it, and a community that's needing us here. So it all lined up.
so taking a customer service approach for this, we'll hit the hot topic du jour and talk about tariffs, but not so much about how they're impacting you. How are you thinking about as a marketing director messaging that to your customers and then having your sales team be able to replicate that message and talk to
Sure.
people?
So I think what you just said, tariffs are not something that's directly affecting us. But we are trying to stay ahead of it and inform our customers that our inventory, our pricing is not affected, and we don't anticipate that it's going to be. We have a very, very healthy inventory mix now, and we believe that things will be negotiated to where we may experience a little bit of discomfort. We do have some vehicles that are produced in Mexico or in Canada, or a lot of parts that are being put into vehicles. Uh, but I think that if we just communicate proactively with our customers that we're not having this challenge by tariffs, we can reduce any anxiety or fear that the customers may be having and know that they can do business with us without feeling pressured.
Hmm. And with the team here, did everyone sit down in a room and say like, "Hey, here's the state of the world that's happening. It's okay. Like, here's what to say to customers." How did you guys t talk to the staff here?
We did we meet all the time, and so we did make it part of our discussion topic, and we tried to get out in front of everybody and let them know as the news was breaking instead of just waiting or letting customers just assume. So we did meet and discuss. Yes.
Got it. Used car inventory acquisition has been a focal point, is continuing to be a focal point here now. Tell us about your vehicle acquisition team. How big are they?
Sure.
Give us the skinny on how this came about.
Sure. So we do something we are very proud of is our acquisition team because as probably everybody knows, uh, buying cars at auction is the most expensive way to acquire inventory. And the best inventory and typically the best priced inventory is right here in our service drive.
Hmm.
So we have two customer facing acquisition people and two agents that work all the opportunities remotely. And we acquire 65 to 100 cars a month off the street.
Fantastic.
Thank you. And we put a lot of focus on that to just be better at it. And we have tremendous success, and we're continuing to grow that department to be even better at it because we feel that with these tariffs, um, we are noticing, not to the extreme that COVID, but we're noticing that the used car market is adjusting and um, customers are purchasing more than prior.
Hmm.
So there is a need there, and if new car sales are going to slow any, then our acquisition for trades is going to slow down. So we need to be stronger on the acquisition side, and so we're trying to keep that gap as minimal as possible.
We've noticed a lot of really kind of tactical touch points here around the campus in terms of trying to help people value their trade in. There's one right there. Can you talk to us about that? So you've got this,
Oh,
you've got hang tags. Like how are you sourcing from people once they're
sure.
here in the store?
So yes, we have marketing collateral in all of our service waiting areas for those customers that want to self-discover, which I believe is more now than ever before. There's so many tools available to consumers to gather information. So we try and control that information that they're getting as much as possible with partners like yourself. So we have these. We also do the same thing with the QR codes and hang tags in all of our customers' vehicles that are being serviced as well. We also use technology that allows us to communicate with all of our customers that are here getting their vehicle serviced. So our acquisition team can communicate with those people that are interested in trading or selling. Again, I believe that the key is all about allowing that customer to gather this information at their will and make it simple. And that's where your guys' technology and everything that you do is very simplistic and easy to use. And I believe that's why the engagement is extremely high. One of our highest lead volume providers, and we close them at a very respectable rate as well. Because of the ease of use. There's not a form that the customer has to fill out that we have to that we receive and get back to them. We don't do it that way. We don't use a tool that is complicated and requires lots of input of information. Very simplistic.
Hmm.
And so, good job.
Oh, thank you. I'd like to take credit for it, but I'm just a marketing guy. And I feel like we heard you oversay at some point that On any given month, TradePending could be the number one or number two lead provider. Am I putting words in your mouth there?
No, that's
All right,
accurate.
all right,
That's
that's good. All
accurate.
right, cool. Uh, why did you guys, yeah, thanks, little self plug there. Why did you guys choose to go with a dedicated team? Was that because for vehicle acquisition, was that you knew that was the way to go, or did you try just having a salesperson do it? What was that process?
I think that when you bring people that have years of experience, we all know that if you give all opportunities to salespeople, they're going to do what they naturally do, and that's find a way to sell that customer a car.
Hmm.
And yes, that works when customer is ready to transact with a trade, but there is so much opportunity to on the vehicle acquisition side. It's unbelievable. And so we took our years of experience, put our heads together, and let's just dedicate a team.
Hmm.
And we started out with a small team, and we've added to that with the aid of AI. We haven't had to grow that team because we have AI that helps us communicate with our customers. As I say, they do the heavy lifting in initially communicating with customers before our people get involved. And that's allowed us to grow without growing more headcount.
What does that look like? The AI does the heavy lifting there. What does that mean?
That means that initially the customer will, when a customer starts to say that they want to see a value on their car, we have an AI system that will communicate with them. One, ask them if they're interested in learning a value of their car, and the AI goes out and retrieves the necessary information because we have their name, we have their VIN number, we have their miles. So the AI inputs the information into the system to generate that number for the customer, communicates that with the customer, also asks them if they're interested in trading or selling, right? And uh, the AI asks them if they're here right now to where we can meet with them. It does that all while the system is tapping us on the shoulder, telling us we have a customer here that's interested in communicating with us personally so that we can get out and interact with them
That's pretty
personally.
cool.
So if we had a whole staff trying to communicate with hundreds of customers, it would be overwhelming. So we use the AI to help us.
Very cool. That's a really good use case.
Yes.
And when you think about taking the message to the market for having a buying center vehicle acquisition, are you branding that as Covert Bee Cave? Is it a separate branding? What do you do?
We don't have a separate branding. What we try and leverage is, 115 plus years in this community.
It's strong brand already. Yeah,
That
yeah,
that right
yeah.
there you can trust to do business with us, and we will make your transaction very easy. We also work very hard to get online reviews around that experience from the customer, and we market those reviews as well so that people can realize maybe they're new to the area. There's a few people that I've heard that moved from out of state to Texas. And so maybe they don't know about the history of Covert. Very quickly they will.
Right. Okay. What are there any other aspects of marketing that you're overseeing that AI is touching right now?
A lot,
A lot.
a
Tell us
lot
more.
from assisting us with communicating with internet inquiries. We have AI that handles full conversational AI. So if you call our dealerships, uh, we have AI that takes phone calls. Here next month, the AI will be making outbound phone calls.
How do
Uh,
you feel about that?
uh, it's interesting because we met as a leadership group and we said this, and that's that AI is here to help us, not necessarily replace jobs, but help us, aid us. And if we direct the AI to do what we want to do, it should make us better. And we have two choices: choice to sit back and wait until things are perfected, or we can be the one that's at the front of the line. We might get a couple black eyes, and we're going to work to develop this that fits for our store. And it's been an incredible experience. It's been eye-opening.
I bet. I want to circle back to the fact that you do have such a strong brand here, over 100 years, and your owner seems very involved. And we were watching an Instagram reel earlier. Like, how is that as the marketing director? How do you handle that? How do you manage that?
It's really, really nice to have all of our owners are very, very involved. Um, you go to any of our dealerships and they're in the showrooms, interacting with customers. They're not hidden upstairs, and it's really nice to have them involved. And especially, you know, our owner, Dan, loves to make videos and interact with customers and put his personal cell phone number out there. So I embrace it.
It's fantastic. Is there a question that I should have asked you that I haven't yet? Something that's a burning desire for you feel like the marketing world and automotive needs to know?
Wow.
I didn't
You
tell him
didn't tell me
I
about
didn't
this
tell him I was
question.
going to ask that question.
Uh, uh, no, nothing burning.
Okay,
I'm
that's good.
old enough to where I like things calm and the same and consistent.
And
No surprises.
at this age, if something is burning, you ought to see a doctor. So
Yes,
there is
absolutely.
that going on too. All right. I don't have any further questions for you.
Great.
Thank you for being a part of this session today and for being so gracious and welcoming us in here to the dealership. I'd say we come back and do it again, but once we leave, they're probably going to be like, no more of the trade pending team there.
It's all right.
Thank you, Tom. Appreciate
Appreciate
it.
your time. Thank you.
Thank you. Everybody, thank you for tuning in. We'll see you.